What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. Oh my God. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I got to stop drinking this in the morning. Listen, I did a story about something that happened this past Sunday out there in Tamarac, Florida. Shout out Tamarac, in which 3 people were killed by this man right here. This psychopath or sociopath, whichever one fits your fancy. His name is Nathan Gingles, age 43. This guy is an ex-military veteran and has a lengthy history of domestic abuse against his wife, whom he took the life of. Right here, her name is Mary Gingles. This guy killed Mary Gingles, his wife, his father-in-law, which is her father, who was there to protect her. This has just been found out from him. And a guy named Andrew Farron, who's age 32, who was a neighbor, who opened the door and was shot with his wife at the same time as she begged for help by Mr. Nathan Gingles, that walked up to the house and blazed them both. Now, what's crazy about this story is he did all this in front of his 4-year-old daughter, who begged him to stop. I'm going to show you the video of her running down the street with him barefoot, it looks like, while he walked, hear me, as she ran for help. He walked behind her like he was Michael Myers or Jason and gunned her down when somebody did help her, and them too. This is a sick, savage case. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it.
Turning now to tragedy in Tamarac, a father accused of killing his ex-wife and father-in-law before kidnapping his own child. He now faces additional charges. And we're also learning more about the victims tonight. Court documents showing that the parents had a troubled marriage with years of domestic violence issues. We have live team coverage tonight as we're now hearing from loved ones of those killed. And our coverage starts with Local 10's Terrell Forney. He is live in Tamarac with emotional reaction from the family. Terrell.
And this entire situation sparked a statewide Amber Alert. In the end, that 4-year-old girl was found unharmed, her father placed into cuffs and taken to jail. And tonight we are also hearing from a man who lost not just his brother, but also his niece in this triple shooting. He says it feels like his entire family is living a nightmare.
No words can explain it. I'll never get to talk to my brother again.
David Ponzer was staying in his daughter's Tamarac home to solely protect her from an estranged husband. But on Sunday morning, the 64-year-old was shot dead on the back patio. Investigators say at the hands of Nathan Gingles, who violated the terms of a restraining order. Gunshots and a woman's screams could be heard on this surveillance video after Mary Gingles ran to the doors of neighbors for help. And Nathan trailing behind with their 4-year-old daughter, Seraphine, in tow for the terror.
She's behind him, and you could just hear her pleading for her dad to stop. Daddy, stop, don't do it.
It would all end with 3 lives lost on this residential block, including Mary and her father.
I'm so sad for my brother and my niece, and the other gentleman that lost his life wasn't even involved in anything. He just answered his door and was shot.
35-year-old Andrew Farron was that Good Samaritan who was also killed as he too tried to protect that woman from the gunman. Andrew's uncle speaking with Local 10.
Who lost a nephew, who lost his son. So it's very, very important that domestic violence is taken seriously.
On Monday, divers with the Broward Sheriff's Office searched the nearby canal, where we're told they recovered the actual murder weapon used in the crime.
I want justice so bad for Mary and David and the other victim.
So Frank speaking from his home in Colorado. Meanwhile, we know that little Seraphine, that 4-year-old girl, she is now in the custody of the Department of Children and Families. And her father is now facing a series of charges to include armed burglary, child abuse, child neglect, and kidnapping. We are live in Tamarac tonight. Terrell Forney, Local 10 News.
Just so heartbreaking. Terrell, thanks a lot. Our live team coverage continues with Local 10's Sanela Sabovic live in Fort Lauderdale tonight.
She has more on the shocking new details being revealed about the suspect. And Sanela, what do we know so far?
Well, Janice and Calvin, court records show a troubled marriage with a lengthy history of domestic violence. The suspect's estranged wife one day feared that he would kill her. Sadly, that happened yesterday. Nathan Gingles was arrested. He is here at the Broward County Main Jail, where he's facing several first-degree murder charges. 43-year-old Nathan Allen Gingles, in handcuffs, wearing a max custody inmate jumpsuit, appeared before a judge today for a dependency hearing in regards to his 4-year-old daughter, Seraphine Gingles.
You have no contact with the child. Do you understand, sir?
I do, Your Honor. The hearing comes a day after Gingles is accused of kidnapping the child, killing her mother, who is his estranged wife, Mary Catherine Gingles, along with her father and a neighbor in Tamarac Sunday morning. Gingles was not supposed to have any contact with his child or estranged wife. Court documents show a troubled marriage with domestic violence. Mary filed for divorce last February, claiming she was terrified of Nathan. She also filed an injunction for protection against domestic violence. Nathan is charged of violating that order. In Mary's own words, in her victim statement, she wrote, "He's saying that he was going to shoot me and there was nothing I could do about it." Elsewhere in the injunction, it states, "Because of Nathan's psychotic behavior, his multiple threats, his drug use, his many silenced firearms, and my impending divorce action, I'm afraid Nathan will kill me and my daughter." Mary's family members are devastated. Her uncle believes the system failed his niece and great niece.
Yes, sir. There's a huge paper trail. Nathan had violated his restraining order multiple times and entered the house. The law let them down. It was all preventable, 100% preventable.
And for now, the little girl remains in state custody. Gingles is expected to make another court appearance on March 5th. Reporting live out of Fort Lauderdale this evening, Sanela Sabovic, Local 10 News.
It's just hell. That dude right there is nuts. Said he had a drug habit and several silenced firearms. She was concerned for her life. He gonna kill me. There's nothing I can do. He got a habit of beating her ass. I don't know what made him do that. I don't even know why. I'm gonna tell you something. This, I don't mean to offend nobody, but this is just me from my observation. Women ain't built for physical combat. And a lot of times you see these women that are so feminine and frail looking that you would be surprised that somebody as big as Mr. Gingles would punch them in the face and do all this other type of stuff. That's one of them things, like, you know, with domestic violence that, like, it's intriguing, but I mean, it's just crazy how, like, we know the power we possess as men when we let our hands go on somebody. That's why it's usually a certain type of mutual respect when men see each other when they first meet, because there's always a chance that things can go left. But nobody wants to get punched in the damn face. Well, most people, let alone a woman. This guy doing this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, in front of his kid. Then he took the kid and then got caught in the Walmart parking lot. The old dad was there to protect his daughter because she didn't feel safe. He wound up losing his life. Woman running frantically down the street. This guy walked and walked her down, blasted her and whoever opened the door. I wonder if Mr. Gingles knew Mr. Andrew Farron, the guy that he shot. Because if you look at the story, she was found dead in his house, and Andrew Farron, who's supposedly a relative of the neighbor, he was shot. This is crazy. All in front of his kid. It's a driving anger in some people where they can't see nothing but red. Your daughter's walking with you. Daddy, don't do it. Daddy, please don't do it. I don't know. We all built differently, mentally wise. You see it in a lot of the crime stories I do. But for some odd reason, a motivating factor to my sanity and my freedom, if you will, is my daughter, who's 9 right now. I don't want to put her in no position where I have any type of terror or horror inflicted on her and I see it on her face from something I've done because out of my anger. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these people now, man, they so hell-bent in their own selfishness of trying to prove a point to somebody else and in fits of anger and rage that they don't even care how it affects those around them. Your dumb ass is locked up, probably never going to get out. You lost your child. The same one you tried to kidnap after killing the mom. And what was it for? Said he was making songs up about how he was going to kill her. He's singing. This is a psychopath or a sociopath, whichever one you want to call it. How does the system deal with people like this? This guy's a gun nut. And he supposedly had a drug habit. How you deal with that? How do you keep those safe around that say they're in danger? She filed all the paperwork. This is why that shit is bullshit to me. Filed all the paperwork. Say he violated that shit several times. Bust in the house. Fuck it. Kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? Don't give a damn. That guy's fit. You seen his arms? That's a fit dude. Dad old. He might have been the shit back in the day, but I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough protection. It's wild how people just come over and do what they want to do and feel as though they can do what they want to do to you and you can't do nothing about it. This is sickening. This guy stained his name and messed his daughter's life up too because she don't have the two people that's most important to her and the grandfather's gone too. So now the child is where? Who knows where? In custody of strangers. And for what? Everything you did, what did it prove? Besides you being a fucktard. Nothing. People like this, man, that are defiant and feel as though nothing can stop them from doing and overly selfish, good. You can stay with yourself in the afterlife. I'd show him the flowers right now. Lady in there, you see the judge, she was mad. You ain't allowed to see the kid no more. You understand me? Yes, Your Honor. He don't give a damn because he knows he threw his life away purposely and don't care. So let me tell you something. When these people get caught, a lot of times, when they're doing these wild, reckless, abandoned crimes, they already know they're going to jail and they don't care. And they can't think logically, so they do as much carnage and damage as they can to make a statement before they get arrested. He was arrested in a Walmart parking lot with the daughter. Surrendered. Yeah, fuck it. If it's that easy to surrender, it's that easy to go to the afterlife. I'd send them right, I'd show him the flowers right there. These are animals. I'd dispatch them. I'd dispatch them immediately. Once you had a court hearing and it's validated that you are the one that did it, I'd take you right outside and you'd fade to black. We spend too much time and energy on people that don't spend it on themselves and don't care about others. That's the thing. We try to use this civilized, rationalized justice system that ain't worth a shit on people that don't give a damn about it. He ain't care about a piece of paper. He ain't care about his life. He ain't care about his freedom. And he damn sure ain't care about his child. For that reason, he need to get the fuck out of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.